you have a good evening last night? Kelsey? Oh, what audio? Hello?
Oh, there we go. Hello?
Oh, yeah, sorry. What happened there?
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, strange.
We had some fat fucking migraine.
You had some fat migraine?
Yeah, I was in sleep like most of the afternoon and that. And then, yeah, I was just like, I'm done.
Really?
I need to be good for today, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a well early night last night. I went to bed at like 9:45, but I woke up bad tired.
It's always a way, you get like a few extra hours.
It doesn't make it, yeah, it makes you feel worse.
Yeah.
Exactly how I felt.
Jump on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, it's nice just having it up for me just to read the chat and that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it a like.
Yeah, top man. Let's get to a little bit of music. We should have a nice move to the upside. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Good morning, Tom. Mate, Tom is here he's the first one. Bang. Good morning. That's what I like. Tom, you are a legend, mate. Alright. Let's get this going.
That was quite a big fight they camp though, wasn't it? Is that news or just wrapped it off?
No, I don't think there's any news.
Big reaction, I think. To
Yeah.
that
Yeah, we should fill this 4-hour range as well. That was also my sort of thought process. Because we got this wick fill, and then we should fill the range. Coming up to like 162, 350. Good morning, gang. Looks like GJ entry is right there for the retest of the high. Yes, I'm in that trade. I'll pull it up on screen. I need to make this emblem a little bit smaller. Because it blocked the view yesterday. That's better. That's it. Yeah, as you can see, I'm in an entry. So yeah, that's exactly my thought process, was to fill the 4-hour wick fill. We got that close above this key level here, which was sort of the reason why I entered that trade. We have this support that was formed over here. We had this resistance level structure point. So we had this sort of support resistance level. Yeah, we created support over here, but we could have, created a rejection and created range. So once this candle closed above that level, then yeah, I was looking for some form of a retest and then to continue up to retest this resistance. So yeah, that was my thought process. Exactly. Sandu. So I know it's an early move, but it makes a lot of sense if we've got the volume to drive up. We've got this clean move to the left. I'm just a bit, this little area here could cause a little bit of an issue at 984, but should be cool, right? Should be alright. So yeah, those in the YouTube, you can see I'm in a position, but we'll see what happens with this. We'll see what happens.
Need to pull back. Don't know, again a little bit. I don't know why. I feel doing, so I'm going to stay out until I can get a bit more information here.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I was kind of looking at it as well, like we got this whole like sort of, so my stops are below this particular support, which is, so we got this support that was formed that created this move up. So I mean, we need to obviously respect this as well as this kind of zone. So that's kind of my thought process basically.
See how the hour closes.
Yeah. I just know if I missed it, I would have kidded myself and been like, oh man, that was the move. You should have been in that. You know what I mean? So that was kind of why I was like, yeah, just get in and, you know, let it do its thing. It's the early moves are also a little bit annoying in a sense though, aren't they? Because you're like, you know, you're like, oh man, I've literally just got to the charts. Don't give me an entry.
I just never like taking entries at that first half hour candle when we already had some previous candles being bullish as well.
Yeah, no, I hear that one. That I don't like either, but I just think based off the structure.
Very bullish.
Yeah. And the range is not big at all. So I mean, if you think we only need one candle that can move us like 10 to 15 pips, and then it's there. Which could be in the next 15 minute, could be the next 30 minute, we don't know. But so far we're respecting this area, which is obviously good. It's a very iffy close on the 15 though. They closed bullish, but it is an iffy close. I would just be a bit concerned if we start breaking back down below that sort of 920s, 900s. Then I would be like, look at sort of managing the trade. But if not, I'd love to just see this continue up. Yeah, and since and this 5 minute area is going to be really key as well now. See this 5 minute area at like 920. That's going to be key for this to drive up. If we start breaking down below that, yeah, it's gonna be tough, because we're creating support at the minute, right? So just keep a little eye on it.
So it stops like 15, 16 pips, is it?
Yeah, my stops are down here for the minute, only because I wanted a little bit of a wider stop. I wanted it originally below the 30, but then I thought that's just a little bit tight, because we can wick down, but still. So I thought, okay, down here is going to be safer for the minute. But then I'll look at if we get breaks of like 900, then I'll look to manage that position. I'm saying. Oh, we've broken the wicks on the 15 minute now. Still floating at entry at the minute. So we'd really want to see this drive up. But it's only the first 5 minutes of the 15, so we'll see. Just need some nice volume to kick in. But yeah, we are coming up to these like small little potential areas of rejection. That's the only thing. If there's no volume, they do react to those areas, you know. Like now, this area here is clearly the issue at 980, but then I suppose that's like 162 price level.
Yeah, good level.
So we'll see how we'll play at this sort of 162 area, but I'd like to see it continue up. See how this 5-minute closes. Because as it starts to move up, you know, you can start to bring your stops a bit tighter, I think. Like, if let's say this 30-minute closes above, like, let's say up over here, you could bring then your stops to like 874. Yeah, it's moving weird today, man. Definitely moving weird. So it's not looking like we can close above on the 5-minute yet. First 5-minute can't do much. Yeah, so it closed below that resistance on the 5-minute. It closed bullish, but I don't think that means much in this current situation. We've only got a small wick on the 15. Obviously it is respecting the low of the 30, and it did break the high, which is obviously a good sign. But we really need to get above this kind of wick at like 0.16. And then it should be good. Got 9 minutes for the hour to close as well. So this will be interesting, because this sort of closure is definitely going to give sort of, yeah, we could either have this come down, crash down, start breaking down below these lows. If it does that, yeah, I won't be liking that at all.
Yeah, I think if the 1 hour manages to close above, and then you get that 30-minute close above that tiny level to the left of like 980, probably getting it. Let's see how this closes.
Yeah, I just want to make sure this respects, like we said, 900s, and ultimately closes bullish, to be honest. But if it doesn't close bullish, that's fine, but it needs to respect 900. Oh. Just don't want this to come down hard before 7, you know what I mean? Because 7 could give us the break we need, but we don't want this to be coming down hard before 7. That's my only sort of stipulation. So who else is in buys in the YouTube chat? Has anyone else got in that position, or people waiting for something else?
$20 people again.
Yeah, it's a good amount of viewers. It's because they know I'm back consistently now, I think, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's good.
And you know, we're bringing some mad value. And people can't say we aren't, because we've been calling out winning trades left, right and centre. And even if there's no winning trade, you know, we know when to stay out. We give good advice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would be very cautious with GJ at the sec. I really do not want to see too much of a pullback. Ideally, we don't even want to see this 15 break this previous low, to be completely honest. That's not a good situation.
Yeah, seeing that last 15-minute close like that and then seeing it break the high and come down, it's just
not ideal.
Nah, can't see that.
Trust, it's not ideal. Tom's in, nice. Yeah, as long as there's certain parameters that we said stay in place, it can be fine, but just bear in mind what we're sort of saying at the minute, because we got this really important little 5-minute area now. So this kind of zone is really, really important. Support resistance structure. So if we get big ass candles coming breaking down here, it's going to be a problem. But the 5-minute just gives a little bit more of a clear indication of the actual levels, reactions, etc. But this 5-minute might just be a deeper wick, we don't know, but got to bear every sort of little scenario in mind. You know, we don't want to see it come crashing, so to speak. But yeah, nice. We've got 21 people. Should have some nice likes here today. Let's get those likes up, boys.
What did you get yesterday in the end? Likewise, did you get 20?
I think I got like 17, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that sort of figure.
Yeah, good 20 today.
Yesterday I got 18, sorry. And today I've got 5 so far. So yeah, I mean, if we can get 20 likes consistently, I'm happy with that. Alright, let's see what this last 5-minute does. Hopefully does not drive down before 7 AM. It's cool for it to close bearish though, because we know we're due a little bit of a pullback before more volume, so that's cool. But we just don't want to see it crashing. Like it when it does it now. I hate situations like that. See what I'm saying, boys? This is what GJs can do very quickly. It's just got to respect this kind of 900 level. But this could be a nice wick for it to drive up. I don't know, but we'll see.
Oh, Nick, because like you want to see the 1 hour close above as well.
Yeah, that's the other thing you were saying. Yeah, 1 hour really needs to close above. But if this is a wick on the 5, I mean, that would be amazing, to be completely honest.
Never know, do you?
No, you just don't.
Mad.
Yeah, 1 hour does slightly need to close above, to be completely honest. Well, it's not a necessity, but it will help the circumstances. And isn't it mad, like you wait for like 27 minutes, but then something happens within the last 3. You know what I mean? I just find that annoying. Like you wait all that time.
Anticipation builds.
Yeah, it's just doing sort of exactly what I was a bit fearful of.
It's one thing I wasn't too sure on either. Like, because we just got to that daily level this morning, that is partially the move on the daily time frame there. Maybe we're just going to react a little bit to continue up.
Yeah, true. It was the 4 hour for me that gave me the sort of idea, plus the sort of lower time frames. So I mean, it's tricky.
Are you looking to close out if you get below 900?
It depends. It depends. Depends where it closes. This is just so typical, man.
Just didn't trust it. Don't know why.
You probably did well, to be honest, in the sense of having a little bit more. I don't know. It made sense to me, but
yeah,
there we go.
I just didn't feel like it fit exactly what I was looking for today.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Because for me, I was talking about this support as well is obviously key. So
okay.
I'm just going to sort of see where it closes and then sort of have a little decision. Definitely annoying though.
Yeah,
it made a lot of sense to.
It's closed above. It closed above 920, which was the area of support. That minor level, like 980, just right now.
This could just be a pullback, you know, for 7 AM to drive up. We don't know, but I mean, it all depends where it closes. But this is the type of thing that we kind of. It's what I knew could happen very, very quickly, very easily. Interesting.
5 till 6 didn't close above. What was it? We had 900, and then
That is a disgusting closure. Yeah, not good now. Problem is, we've still got this 15-minute level right here, which is being potentially respected. Which obviously, where I've got my stops below. But in theory, this could, if you want to get out with a smaller risk, that's your exit candle right now, the close of that candle. But just something, I don't know, man. 4 hours still bullish. Are we just making a lower wick? I don't know. I'm gonna wait a sec, because 7 AM can give you still a little driving factor. But technically, yeah, that is not a good situation at all. That 30-minute closure would, in normal circumstances, be my get out. But in the back of my mind, I thought, as long as we respect this kind of support, this kind of area, so we'll see. Let me just sort of gauge this little situation here. But yeah, there's not much to this at this stage, is there?
No. Yeah,
it's annoying, boys. We might be having a little loss here this morning, boys. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, it's not a good situation right now, is it? The only thing I'm sort of banking on is, are we going to respect this support and drive up? But that doesn't really. It's not really a. I might look at, once this sort of candle sets itself up, it might bring stops below this current 15-minute candle. It's still going to be smaller than what I risked.
Yeah, if that's your 15 minutes core level, like, you don't, if you did say you don't want to close out before and they end up going up and you close out now, kick yourself. But it doesn't look too good now.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look too good now. I agree with that. It's because that 30-minute just invalidated the idea. It's definitely annoying though, because it looks so good. It did look so good to me. But I'm still in it, so We'll see. Maybe we'll get this whole 30-minute driving back up.
Kind of happened yesterday, not in the same way as that, but it still ended up.
Because sometimes you get like an exit signal, yeah, but the trade still plays out. It's weird. Because I just thought like we are still early, if you know what I mean. So now's sort of the time where there is volume, and if we got the volume now, why can't we still drive up? We can. It's just if this is a wick again to the upside, and then we have problems where it wants to come down. But I'm gonna sort of see this sort of like 5-minute closure, see how this first 5 minutes sets up. Because I think we could still get away with. How are you guys? I was looking for GBP JPY2. Yeah, I was in a buy. Well, I'm in a buy, but thing is, really, I got a little bit of exit signal there. But the way this candle's pushed up to start with, I'm inclined to just see what happens. If we start breaking its own low at 850s, yeah, I'll probably close that trade. That's what I'm sort of gonna do. But the way I know 7 AM works, sometimes you just get these situations, yeah, where the 630 candle pulls you back, and you're like, oh man, and then 7 just continues. I've seen this a lot, and that's kind of what I like. A bit of experience is telling me. Plus, the whole 4 hour still makes sense. Do you know what I'm saying? We're still very much bullish from a 4 hour bias, and I don't.
Tips to play up, don't we?
Yeah, and I don't really want to forget that of one 30-minute bearish candle, but it did. It was just where it closed was such a shame. I just wish it had respected 900, and then I wouldn't have even thought anything of it. But you see how that 5 minutes closed back above the range. I mean, you know, it's already faked out of that area, so to speak, on the 5. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my stops to the current 15-minute low. Yeah, I'm going to move my stops to the current 15-minute low, because if we start breaking down, I don't want to risk this 30-minute start coming, basically breaking it so low, and then it's made a top wick to drive down. That's not a good situation. So, because we are at this sort of rejection area on a 1 hour as well, and etc, etc. So yeah, I think the only way this is going to make sense is if this 5 minute respects this support and this 5 minute wick. Otherwise it's going to be heavily dangerous. So then I'm willing to lose it based off the original exit signal. But for those in the YouTube still holding, go for it. But it's not looking good now. Not looking good at all. Yeah, boys. It's not good at all.
I'll go back to like 700. Then come up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be in. I don't want to be caught in that. I'm gonna lose all my gains from yesterday.
Yeah, it's annoying.
That is what it is, innit? Got nearly 30 people here though. About to get stopped.
30 people take a loss.
Yeah. Why does it? Yeah, people turn up when it's like I mean drawdown, not even when I've been taking all these wins. Yeah, look at the 30 minute now. Not a good situation at all, is it? It's 5 minutes moving dodgy. It's not breaking the low, but it's. God, if you're gonna break it, just break it, man. I want to either be in or out. Proper playing about. Anyway, I'm expecting it to break the low anyway and take me out.
You're looking for re-entry as well.
That I don't know, because where is the range for this to go?
It's not there.
It's not there, is it? It's not there right now currently. My God, man. It's a joke. Oh, you closed already? -6 pips. Nice. That's good risk management.
Very good loss.
Yeah, that's very good. That is very good. Yeah, I mean, I'll only get out of a 12 pip loss, to be honest, which isn't that bad, because I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I usually try and get like 17 to 18 pip trades anyway, so that's not too bad. But obviously it's just annoying because we had a nice win yesterday, and then to come back and take another L is 100% frustrating. Here we go.
Oh, the psychology in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Because when you start the week off with an L, and then you make that back, and then you come back, and then that, yeah, I just got stopped out, and then that trade loses, trust me, that's annoying. There we go, and my original stops would have been hit as well, so I got out at least with a much smaller loss. But to be honest, you could argue that I should have been out on that candle, and then that's the whole reason why it makes sense. And then look at this now. Wow. I don't think today's the day, boys. This is coming down hard. Yeah, we took an L on stream here today. Woohoo. Oh well. It is what it is. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot, in my opinion. Well done, Kelsey, for staying out of that. But yeah, I think it was definitely worth a shot, in my opinion. In fact, even if I had stops below the whole range, that would have just got stopped as well. How much did I lose on that? 130, not bad.
That 1.5 on that one, yeah?
Yeah, 1.5, yeah.
It's not getting used to getting the bigger losses now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm not the high loss.
It's cool. Oh, you jumped up?
For me?
Yeah.
I'm just doing, I've got them 2 accounts doing 1-on-1, so.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much 2 lots.
Yeah. This can still drive up though. I think for a re-entry, it's gonna have to be a break above this resistance here, isn't it? Yeah, something like that.
985.
Something like that.
Push a bit higher.
Yeah. Yeah, so this level is obviously not important anymore, but this kind of area is. And then I think once we break above our highs at 162, 111, we then can drive up to like 250s and up to like 350s. Worth a shot though, people. What was your setup trade? It was basically looking for buys to retest this high made in Asian. I mean, yeah, I probably could have been in over here, but I was asleep. So obviously that would have been okay. Like that kind of would have been okay, but your problem was this level here. You weren't above previous high. You had a support formed here, potential rejection area. So that's why I was looking for buys above this. so that I could say, okay, we have a candle closing above this, we now should have the next candle drive up and retest this resistance. But you know, maybe we're not going to, right? I see what you're saying actually about the daily. Daily's done the move, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But then you could argue that. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, man.
Asian pushed.
But then why would the 4 hour give you like confirmation? That's just, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely obviously profit taking happen at this kind of area, 162. Yeah, that was my setup. In a nutshell. Yeah, let's wait and see anyway.
Well, there's definitely no sales yet, anyway.
Yeah, I think sales of a resistance would make sense.
Yeah.
But that's it. But yeah, we took an L on the stream here today, boys. We took an L. Do you ever buy below the opening price? What does that mean?
So like a bottom wick, about.
Rarely. If that's what you mean, do I buy on a bottom wick? Then rarely. Yeah, rarely do I buy on a bottom wick. But yeah, I even gave the opportunity for the trade to still play out. That's why I gave it to move the stops below the current 30-minute, because I knew that if we're going to do that and then start flipping, what's going to happen? It's going to end up exactly like that. So that's why I said, okay, I'm going to move my stops below the current 30-minute, because if it does that, I don't want to know. And that was a good decision. But if it's going to be one of them days by the look of it, I think it's just going to be one of them weeks.
Definitely feels different to March, doesn't it?
Yeah, already it does, doesn't it? Feels a lot harder. What day are we today?
Wednesday.
Oh wow, see what I'm saying, we're already down to Wednesday. look at that range on gold. That is nasty. Yeah, definitely been a tough week so far, but I suppose you want it. You want a tough week, don't you? Really, because that's what makes you better, right?
Oh, it's saying opening prices at midnight US time.
Oh yeah, opening price at midnight. So when the market be a good yeah, but I wouldn't do that personally. I don't see. Unless you're like swing trading, then maybe, but I'm pretty sure spreads would be very high at that point. But yeah, no, I wouldn't personally get involved with that. But it's up to you. I just buy when I get a signal, or I sell when I get not a signal. Sorry, I buy or sell when I get, during my session when I get the entry parameters that are needed. They actually tighter. Okay, look for buys below the opening price in the London session, or look for sells above the opening price in the London session. Okay, interesting. I mean, personally, I like to just trade what I see in terms of candles and etc. But yeah, if it works for you, then just got to carry on doing your thing, right? What are you saying? You're not looking for sells?
Nah, I don't think so. Still not sure if we can. If this is anything above 700, it might just be a bottom wick. So end up flipping.
Does feel like it wants to come down though and tap this zone.
Yeah, it could come lower. Let's see what that is. I'll probably just wait till open and see what it's looking like.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna go to the toilet in a sec. So Kelsey, you're gonna have to entertain the chat.
Still the show.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a tea as well.
Oh no.
Thirsty. I'm just trying to like, I don't even know what a good re-entry. I don't even know where a trade can come from now.
Well, it's never a good look when you look at the chart.
Yeah, like
what to do.
Yeah, like what? Generally though, I mean the only thing I see now is if there's like, because buys, yeah. Obviously that is a target, but I mean you have to wait until we're above here. So then, okay, there's only like 13 pips there, and then alright, maybe yeah, we break out, there's plenty of range, but it just feels like there's only range for downside below support, like this 20 pip sort of range. Don't know, it's just, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because to be honest, the only move I saw was this situation, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's so annoying, that is though. You know when it does that.
Yeah. It's frustrating. Yeah. It's midweek
like,
now.
Yeah.
That's well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh well, you got to just stay composed, innit?
Exactly. Catch another 2 good moves if they're like 20 plus as well.
But we always knew April was going to be like this, you know what I mean? But March, oh my god, March probably was just such an easy month looking back. I mean, that week I had off was, there was just, you could not have taken a loss. Like,
No.
it was just straight wins every day. And I didn't even get to trade that week. Yeah, I just think in this situation, you just got to stay composed, and you know you're one win away from making it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's only starting the month as well, so we've got a long way to go.
Yeah.
How's this going to close?
Don't know.
Doesn't seem to want to push down much lower into that 700 level. Might be a no trade there for me tonight.
Yeah. Gold 15-minute time frame respective 4-hour flip with wick. Gold 4-hour. Okay. Well, yeah, if you like the idea, go with it. 15 minutes broke down below that support. Pretty good. Think you can come down to like 1917. Should be a good little move. If you like that idea, go with it. If not, you're waiting for the 30-minute candle to close, and then you might have a better shout. 4 hour. Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. So let's see how this GJ situation closes up anyway, because we're still respecting bullish structure at this stage. But I just don't see anywhere else you could have played. You could have had stops below previous 4 hour, but why would you take an entry way up over here to have stops below previous 4 hour? Wouldn't make sense. Yeah, I think my only option is going to be if the next 30 minute can close above that area. Otherwise, there's just nothing really here. Right, I'm gonna go make my tea and go have a piss, and then I'll be back. So Kelsey, you're on entertainment duty.
It's it.
Alright. I'll be back, couple minutes.
In a bit. I'm still hopeful we can get something coming into open, but we'll see. A bit far-fetched right now. This range is at about 20 pips at the moment. There hasn't been much volume considering, we've had 7 AM already. But then yesterday we saw that we didn't get any volume till at least around 8 o'clock. Then we just smashed up about 50 pips. So it could still happen again. So I've been trading. I started off learning back in 2018, and finally, after doing about 6 months, not having any progression or progress, I was using a lot of indicators, and eventually it come round to lockdown, and decided I'd give price action a go, and never looked back since then. I've been pretty consistent now for 2 years, learning wise. I started off, I wanted to trade a different pair, so I started off trading GBP CAD in the London session, but that was just way too difficult, it seemed like, because of the ranges. They're just not good if you have a look from them. And then I think it was near the end of 2020 I went to GJ London, so I've been doing that for about a year and a half now, and it's going well. I mean, I'm picking up a lot of things, and at this point now I feel like I'm consistently seeing some good results, so may that continue. And that's what you've got to do. You just got to come on every day at the same time, even if it's a few hours. Spare that time in the day, and you'll be surprised about how much you can grow based off that one thing. Yeah, GJ is looking dry right now. Just nothing. What's other people waiting for? Are they looking for anything? Have people already taken a trade? I think it's just a lack of volume. I feel like we can still definitely come up just once that volume kicks in, but you normally see, you want to see now in the next 20 minutes a big rejection from downside to start coming up, breaking above. I think 980 is good, and then expect us to pass a resistance so we've got open with some volume. But I mean, for sells, I just don't really see where the sells can be. The price action ain't the best. I've got some high time frame levels that could just be tapped into and then flip. So I'd rather just wait for buys than take sells at the moment. Yes, mate, I journal. So when you start off, you feel like you don't need to. That was me, and then just started journaling. Why it's good is if you end up over trading in a day and take like 4 or 5 trades, then you have to journal that up, and that takes a while. Like marking up what happened, for each move with text and everything. It takes a while. So started journaling, and then just going through it, reviewing. And I've also back tested previous 2020, 2021 London session as well, and then journal up the best moves on them days, and you start to figure out patterns and stuff. So journaling is definitely key, 100%. Because as well, you look back, maybe 2 months down the line, and you say, why did I get in that trade? That was a bad one, and then you can see your progress from that along, and it gives you good confidence to move forward and keep pushing, because otherwise you don't really see how you're going wrong for a start, and how you're improving in ways as well. So what I like to do as well is, for every session, I look back at the day at the end and then go through the best, or what I deem the best move of the day, and I'll mark that up in Trello with a time and the pip count as well. So then I can look back and then start to collect more data for where was the move today, did I get in that move? Did I not? Why didn't I get in it? That's really helped me as well. I've done that the last, say, about 6 months, and then that's really helped. And that's why I went back through the last couple of years and done it as well. So now I've got a certain type of entry I look for. I've got about 7 or 8, and yeah, then if I take a trade and it doesn't fit that, then it's breaking the rules in a way, isn't it? Sometimes it looks enticing, but it doesn't really fit your entry requirement, then you can't be getting in it. Yeah, grading's good as well. Yeah, like A, B, C, minus, plus, all that. Then what you can look at then is start to look at, can I take bigger lots on the better grade setups that seem to work out and get more pips for it, and then risk a bit less on the ones that aren't on that way. That's another good way you could look at it. Funny, the viewers have dropped, I don't know, over half since the trade. But look, there's possible re-entry for Harrison, and I'm still waiting for something. So yeah, you just got to stick on and wait. It's just nice as well having someone else to be there with you trading. When you're trading alone, and that it's not the one. You need to bounce ideas off people, and that's why the chat's good to talk and find out what other people are looking at, because you can learn from someone sending a chart and they've got something labelled up that you didn't even think about. So I would like to see some more charts coming in the near future. We used to get loads back in the day. We did quite a bit. I always knew today was going to be difficult at the daily resistance. Although the 4 hour were there, some good ranges to come higher. Once you tap that daily level from Asian, you're going to need some substantial volume to break it. And it doesn't always mean you wait for a close above this area here, because obviously the 1 hour level is a bit further down, like here I think it is, or whatever, but it's just understanding where you're at, and if there's not volume. Today we did react off that, and I just don't like taking an entry at 6 or 6:30 candle based off previous couple of candles also being bullish. So there's a few things I didn't really like about it. So this is what I was waiting for this morning, something like this, and then closes back above here. But it doesn't seem like we're going to get that right now anyway. So you can send your chart. I'll have to ask H when he's back, but you copy the one of the links from TradingView, and then you paste it in with a bit of chat, so it comes up. Otherwise, if you send it on its own, it doesn't come up. But yeah, we can definitely sort it out. And yeah, we have a Discord. Harrison's got his membership, in which all the members are in there, and we discuss. We talk about different sessions, and he puts up a lot of analysis and trade reviews and stuff. So that's always good as well. Sending them charts and just learning in general day to day. if this does close above, we're probably looking at. Well, I mean, it'll look good on the 1 hour as well. I feel like. Yeah. Probably looking at about 20 over 20 pip stop here. But with volume, I would expect us to continue up. If we can do that, then that'll be a solid day. The 1 hour starting to flip. You're seeing rejections from the bottom of that range as well, which is quite nice. Also, with this level here, so that was the level that obviously you had on the 1 hour as well to the left. There was a level there, but because 5 till 6 tried to come above it and it didn't close above, that's why your next 1 hour, if you look on the 1 hour, that's why we rejected, because we never got 1 hour close above that level. So obviously this was, yeah, it was, I don't want to say that candle was like a trick, but it kind of done you. Just done you. I've been caught in that move so many times. We're like a daily high. Yeah. So like over time you start to have like a sixth sense in the market. I don't always have it. I'm not perfect, but certain situations that I do start to recognise, I probably should wait for a bit more confirmation, at least.
Yo.
Yo.
No, we've lost half the viewers. Lovely.
We had 15 a minute ago.
Yeah.
Just shut down.
What are you thinking in this situation?
I want to see closes above around 980 level.
Yeah, I think if we get the 30-minute break-in support now, could be nice, because then we'd have to have this candle creating a resistance, and then we can have stops above that resistance. But either way, it's not been a good day, has it?
We're just stuck in a 20 pip range, aren't we?
Yeah.
Still hopeful that we can smash up the next 10 minutes. That's what it's like.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could. Or we close below so we actually get an opportunity. Sales are a bit more risky, but I mean, based off structure, it's telling us that we want to maybe reject this area. But then I'm not sure if it is even going to close below, so we'll see.
That's what you're saying, the 15 minute is creating that resistance.
Yeah, very similar sort of trade that we've taken before.
Yeah, one then.
So if we were, let's say, to get a selling opportunity, stops would be about, yes, that's not too bad, about 13. So then that would reciprocate down to about 650s. Yeah, it makes sense. I think that could work, but we might not get it. The guy was asking you how long you've been trading.
Yeah, no, I was talking to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that all you're in his conversation?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. You've done your job, mate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was asking about how do you send the chart into the chat.
Oh yeah.
But I kind of know, but I don't.
Oh, so to send the future handles. Oh, okay. I'll explain. So to send a chart in future handles, you go to this picture here where it says take a snapshot. You click on that, and then you wanna copy this, copy link to chart image, like that. So then that's copied it, and then if I like paste it into Google, paste, what you want to do is you want to then see this whole link, you want to then send me just that small code there. That's all you want to send me. So from the /x/ and that code, you want to send me that, and then that's all I need to see your chart basically. So if I pump that in, it will take me to my chart. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, if you want to send in charts and that, I'll be more than happy to take a look. That's why I encourage people to send in charts, but people never do, man. It's like free advice. People charge for that.
Yeah, it's nice to have another person's point of view as well.
Yeah. But if this doesn't do anything today, it's just been the deadest session going. When you say it's just been dead session.
It's dreadful. I haven't seen it like this for a while. Without this, then
yeah. It's annoying because Friday, like the first day of April, was solid, and then since then, Monday was dead. Where was Monday? Yesterday was nice. Yesterday was actually a nice move. That was a good move. Monday's move was dead.
That was, yeah, there was nothing there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it did move into profit, but it just didn't go far, did it? Didn't do much.
If only it did that. There's an NYSE that volume.
Yeah, that was the move we were trying to catch in London.
Yeah.
I just don't get why it needed to do all of that to do that. But I suppose it is what it is, isn't it? You know, the chart doesn't lie. I just should have done better. There should have been something there I could have done better with. Or could I? That's the question. Was it just one of those? What are you thinking if this 30-minute just closes bullish in the range? You're not liking that?
I think bare minimum I want to see is the 1 hour. This is another thing, is like you have that 1 hour level to the left. Is it at 900? We get close back above 900 because we see that we drifted off.
There, you mean?
Yeah, this is the level that we haven't been able to close above yet.
Yeah.
It could suggest that that's buys above there or buys above 50, or you're looking on 30-minute and more buys above. I'd still expect them to break the volume if we're going to show some continuation up. So I'm going to. Yeah. Ideally, I want to see the 1 hour resistance break. That give me good confirmation. What are you thinking?
I'm just not sure, to be honest. I mean, obviously, I put it like above 980s based off a 30-minute makes a lot of sense. But it depends if this area is still valid. Because at the start of the session, this zone was very valid. But is it now, after this being created? I mean, obviously this area is no doubt important because we're respecting this area. So let's look at in terms of our most recent areas, this area and this area. And if you put it like that, we're in a range. So then you say, okay, above here, where's the target? If we green our targets to make it nice and simple, if we break that, we can go to that. Cool. So that's an area I'd like to trade. Below here, where can we get to? Well, we can get to down over here. We can get to the bottom of that support down over there. So this is what makes me skeptical, because while we're in this range, we've rejected here twice now. Okay, and we've rejected here twice now. So then, okay, what if this candle closes bullish? Well, maybe we'll just get a push up to there, and then what? Are we going to break it? I don't know. You know, I don't want to give us. I wouldn't want to give a second shot to a trade just in a range. There's only 3 minutes left for the candle, so you know, begs the question: what does it want to do? Because if you look at it from a 15-minute, where's your like key level? When we first started the session, and it was this kind of zone. You know, but look, I mean, we're struggling in here again, if that's important. You know, below this kind of level here as well. You know, but we're also rejecting here. So I just think we're gonna get clean. We're gonna get clean moves below here. That's a definite. And we should get a clean move above here. Then makes me think, am I gonna want to trade in here? Probably not. But then, if this 30-minute closes bullish, let's say it engulfs that candle and then smashes up, you might have gone, ah, that's the move. But I don't know. Was it?
Yeah, that's not me an entry, I think.
Or would I rather see this 15-minute come down, break down below with open, and then we can get volume pushing us down? That might be better. But are we going to get that? Maybe not. That would be the 1 hour candle rejecting the highs and breaking most recent support. Where do we have clean range on the 1 hour? Down to over here. That's your 1 hour support if we break this support. So that's an area I'd like to trade. But yeah, if nothing happens by open, like that gives us an opportunity, then we'll just have to call it a day.
It's very rare you don't get any volume before 8 and then you get a move after.
Yeah, that's true. There's a couple of things here, to be honest. I think obviously the first shot was worth it in the range, but now trying to take 2 trades in the range is tough. Even above his in the range, but it's better. I mean, open might not do anything.
Yeah, it might just smash and then you get no entry. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, even so, if this drives all the way up to retest the highs now, you know, you would then be like, okay, there was just nothing you could have done unless you had stops below the previous 4 hour candle, which is way down over here. And what's that going to do for you? I don't even think this is going to close below. I mean, it's got 30 seconds if it's going to close below.
Highly doubt it.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. I mean, if it does, fingers on the trigger, but I don't see it happening. I mean, even this bullish candle, it's not much. There's nothing here to go off right now. It is just ranging straight up. And there's your open. So we just see what happens here. Yeah, it's just ranging, man. Just a straight dud. I mean, the only thing you could have done really is maybe taken some form of buy based off the rejections at this range, but then wherever you got to, I mean, it's pushed up to there and then it's coming back down. just dead day, man. Really a dead day. Gotta know when it's a dead session. I just think, look, let's put it this way, right? Because obviously I'm gonna call it a day in a minute. I think there's only 2 opportunities here, 3 maybe, but there's definitely sells below here with solid closures. Okay, that makes sense, right? You can see, yeah, we rejected, but if we get a solid bearish candle break in this area, we're clearly rejecting the highs at that stage. We're creating structure at that point. We can push back down to support to the left. If we get breaks of this level, then I would say at that point, yeah, 4 hour will go up and fill that wick and then maybe continue. So that's it really. I think it's a break above this area. It's going to give you for buys, and then I think close below here for sells, and that is it. That is it at this stage. And I would just not touch it. If that doesn't do it by 9:30, then that is it for the session for me really. So because apart from that, it is just, it's disgusting.
Yeah, worst day in a while.
Yeah, not a nice day. But yeah, so unfortunately today YouTube we did take a little L on stream, but it wasn't a big L, it was only like 13 pips. So you know, one little 20 pipper, 18 pips, 17 and we're back. So obviously we'll see what tomorrow brings. Might get a re-entry in the session today, not sure. But I mean, obviously I'll stick to whatever plan happens. But yeah, GN sells playing out nicely. Gold sells not playing out so nicely. But yeah, interesting from gold there. Alright YouTube, I am going to call it a day over here. If I was, yeah, I'd probably be waiting for 30-minute closes above this area, but we did kind of say it might make its way back up to that sort of 970 area. But we gotta wait for solid closes. Otherwise, this really has been a dreadful session. Really dreadful session. Alright then YouTube, thanks very much. Have a good rest. Yeah, have a good rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow. Should get if we can get a nice win tomorrow and Friday, then we can end this week in a solid way. But yeah, it's been a tough week so far, but stay composed and it's all good. Got to understand when not to trade. Alright then guys, take care. See everybody tomorrow. Make sure you like the stream and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks YouTube. Take care, take care. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
No problem. Thank you.